Hello, everyone, and welcome back. On today's episode, I think we're going to start building out a little bit more of this base here. So I'd like to get at least this main building here done and hopefully start on some of these other ones. I'd really like to get, just our basic living quarters up, maybe a small farm over here to get us some food when we don't have our infinite ham, and then definitely a place to start building some storage. So we'll see how things go. I want to get as much done as we can in this episode so that hopefully in the next episode we'll move on to actually jumping into some of the mods in this mod pack instead of just getting our basic survival shelter set up. Stay tuned, and here we go. So the first thing I realized last episode is I did one too many blocks here. So I want to frame out these doors with logs. And if I leave it this far out, it's going to be right up against it, which I don't want. So we're going to have to cut this down just a little bit. I do have some glass cooking from the last episode so that we can convert the rest of these windows to be the same. But for now, we're gonna start by just framing the doors. So I do like this darker wood that we have to kind of contrast around things a little bit. So let's go ahead and we're going to add this in on this one and see just how it looks. It is kind of cool that this wandering trader is just chilling here. I don't have any gems right now, so I can't trade anything with him, but it'll be nice once we get to that point. I don't know, and maybe, let me know in the comments if you know. I know they're in regular Minecraft, but I don't know if there's anything in this mod pack that makes them any different at all. I don't know if they are around here just out of sheer luck, or if they're over here because a mod basically tells them to spawn over here. Either way, it's kind of cool to have them. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. Now, unfortunately, this breaks the glass. You don't pick anything up by doing it. There may be a better way for me to take these out, but these regular just glass blocks don't take a whole lot of resources, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, you just love going inside my house, don't you? Love it. Just breaking and entering. I mean, my doors are open. There's a giant hole in the window. But still, just run all up in my house like that? Rude, sir. Rude. I have 3 panes of glass. All right, let's get the rest of these doors updated. And then we can at least tell what the whole thing looks like when we do that. I think it's going to look good, though. I do kind of want to do some stripped down logs, but these, I don't know, they look kind of like gray and ashy. I wasn't a huge fan when I stripped them last time, so I don't think I'll do it now. So I actually removed too many of these because these need to give a little barrier for the glass. So let's put these back. Putting them back. Eventually, we're going to get rid of these ugly torches that are all over the place. I don't know what type of light options are in this mod pack. Definitely, I can do the standard vanilla Minecraft type of stuff, like lanterns and lamps and stuff like that. But I'm sure with all like the chisel and all these other decorative mods that are in here, that there's probably some better looking lighting that I can use, but I just haven't done yet. So it'll be interesting to see once we get a little bit later. So once we get a little bit later, we'll start looking at those types of things. It's just difficult to do when you have no resources yet. So we're going to have to set up something to start getting more resources, because I hate just like strip mining off camera. It's a necessity when you have to do it, but there's definitely other ways. I want to say it was in one of the Direwolf packs I played with a mod that let you basically just like automatically mine every resource you could think of from like a void dimension automatically. That's a little overkill. It would take us a very long time to get to something like that, but eventually we'll get there. There's got to be something like mid-tier that we can do that's going to get us very similar types of things. All right, so all my glass is done, so we can create some windows, which is nice. And then we'll go outside after we get all these in. I want to see how the whole thing looks. I also want to see, yeah, from the inside, they're not as big as I would have liked. It would have been nice to get more of a view, but this really gives me the ability, and I can, I step on that and opens it. I can see through the door a little bit, see if there's something like right there. But this gives me a good viewpoint, like 360 around the base, which is really nice. Let's see how it looks from the outside. Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think that'll work. Obviously, like, we're gonna end up decorating the outside of this, so it's not just all flat like this, but this is a good start. Let's take a look at what we can do for a staircase. So we're gonna make this pretty much an entirely wooden structure. So I should make the staircase out of the same material as I'm doing the floor. So I'm using spruce for that. I think I've got more spruce over here. If not, by the mine, there should be a bunch. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of spruce. I got a bunch of spruce. So let's go ahead and we're gonna need more planks. We're just going to do this whole next stack. And then I'm going to go ahead and preemptively make some stairs because we're going to use a bunch of those. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. But I'm just going to do, you know, as much as I can to start. And I should be perfectly fine. It's been a while since I built a spiral staircase. And I don't exactly remember the best way to do it. So, again, I want to build this in a way to where I can just rush in. And I think until I get some type of flying stuff or something like that, I'm always going to come in from this tower direction because that's where the river is. So if we start the spiral staircase, say here, I think like on like all of these, like this block, and this block is where I'll put stairs, and then just flat parts for the rest of it. So do I do, I don't know if it would look better if I put these blocks down for the floor. I think that would make more sense, right? And then I can have, yeah, that's going to make more sense. So, and then we need one here, 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 and here. So then we're just going to walk kind of all the way up and around. And these will act like support columns for the roof of the house as well. Oh yeah, that's going to work out super nicely. That does mean I'm going to need to probably go get some more spruce. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh, wow. I don't know. I thought I had torches in here. Oh, you know what? I think I knocked them down. Yeah, I think I knocked them down when I was redoing everything here. But it is dark in here. Well, good news is these are maple. Shoot. I was thinking maybe they were going to be... I was thinking I used spruce, and I was going to get some of that back. But I do not believe so. So I have to cut this back a little bit so you can actually get through. And I actually went one too many. Yeah, I don't need a shovel right now. So these beams are still going to come over. They're just going to meet with the staircase going up, which is going to be pretty cool. I may be able to use, like, trapdoors or something around this to hide these stairs. I don't like... I like the idea of using these logs all the way around. But it looks weird when you can still see the staircase on the side. We may have to make some updates there. Oh, I definitely need something because you don't want to go up the stairs and then, well, I'm right off. All right, we're gonna have to figure something out. Well, that's glitching out a little bit. All right. Whoa! What is happening? Is he drinking invisibility potions in my house? All right, so, oh, getting a little high. So I definitely need one there. And then I have to make sure that this isn't too tall that it's gonna break things, you know? So there. And we need one there. And that actually, I'm gonna go up one more so that the base floor is higher than these beams. But I think that's gonna be it. And then we should probably go central column here so that you have something to walk around. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And then one more, because we're going to go up here. Oh, no, too much. We wanted stairs there. And then we're going to need one there. Oh, you know what? These can actually be, since this is the top floor, these can be just the regular blocks. Oh, nope. Nope, can't do that one. That's where you gotta walk through. Alrighty, what do we got here? I think this is gonna turn out... I think this is gonna turn out pretty nice. I am excited to start actually Oh! Falling to my death. Not really, just getting a little hurt. I may have to build this building bigger to get, like, the desired outcome. What is pushing me? I think maybe that's just a glitch that he's not showing up like that. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. Nope, can't do that one either. That one's got to be open. I am gonna have to put some type of guardrails up here so I don't just fall off of this when I go up the stairs. I think maybe, like, I've never done a 9x9 like this with interior structures like this. So it may not be big enough, honestly. Get some light up here. All right, so that one's got to go so I can walk through. There we go. Okay. All right, so that at least gives me a walkable platform. I might remove this and just put water at the bottom so I can just drop straight down from the top. That would be kind of cool. So I definitely need some type of wall or fence or something over here so that I don't accidentally fall down here and I actually use the stairs. But let's take a look and see what we can do down here. I think... What is the recipe for trapdoors? There we go. Trapdoors can be really good to, like, hide stuff like this. Well, that's not what I wanted. I may have to put a block here so that I can... Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. So then if I go like that, if I break you, will it stay? Oh, sweet. Okay, this is going to work. Nice. I can use trapdoors to create the spirit. This is way tighter than I expected it to be, though. But what I can do instead, and let's get this staircase built, and then we'll take care of it. What I can do instead is I can just make this something bigger than 9x9. I'll just extend the walls out once I get this set up. That way, I'll know for sure how much room I have. Oh yeah, that's cool. So I'll walk in, home sweet home. We're gonna come right up the stairs. Once I, clear the stairs so I can get through. Okay. So I'm gonna have to make some more of these. Yeah, all of this stuff is gonna have to move. I need a bunch of these. Is that... Yeah, okay. That would be very annoying if I had to actually deal with it. But I really don't. Because everything's gonna move. It might annoy me enough before I actually even get to that point. Oh my god, it's on every side. Yeah. This is definitely gonna have to get expanded. Can you imagine dealing with that constantly? No, no thank you. No thank you at all. Oh yeah, this is gonna look real nice. Once it's all operational, I can get rid of you now. I am going to need to figure out lights inside of here as well, because not being able to see on the stairs is going to suck. But I may be able to, like, recess something back a little bit. Do I have zombies dying outside my base? What is happening right now? It's daytime. Why are there just zombies running around? Did they spawn in the shade of this tower? Can that happen? Can zombies spawn just in the shade from this tower? For buildings? That's crazy. I would not have expected that. Oh my god, you're so annoying. Alright, let's get some more trapdoors up. Alright, we're gonna put some blocks here so I can fill all this in. No, that's not what I meant. Alright, I think that gives us enough to go all the way to the top. Oh, I need more there. A lot more trapdoors than I thought I was gonna need. Will it make... Is the pattern gonna be different? No, it's the same. I was a little worried. I was like, if I put it on the bottom like that, is it gonna make a big difference and throw everything off? I don't think so. But you never know. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to go up. Oh, jeez. So the problem is I put so many of these in here, I don't know which ones I gotta get rid of. Right. This is the one I needed to fill in, so let's go back down. Where was it? There we go. And one for you. I think, is that all of them? Oh my god, these stupid trapdoors. I did not know redstone would activate these. Otherwise, I may have done something different. I think we got all of them. I think the staircase is as done as it's gonna get. And bada bing, bada boom, we're up. Oh, you know what? Can I... Whoa, that's some cool music. Can I put these here? I can. I don't have to use actual walls, and these won't take up a block. So they'll still serve as the protective barrier that I wanted without me having to worry too much about falling in. Now, the question is... So I can put one here. Oh, you know what? I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place one there. Nope. You are not a trapdoor. There it is. Yeah, that's what I wanted. It's not protected. Yeah, this definitely has to get bigger. Now that we've got the staircase built, I think it's time to cut everything to basically... Oh, and I just put all that glass in. I gotta redo all of this? Alright, so how much room do I want? So 2 blocks isn't enough. Do I go out 2 more blocks on each? I think I go out 2 more blocks on each side. I think that's the play. Let me go ahead and stash some of the stuff and maybe grab some more tools, because I've got too much on me right now that I do not need. I'm just dumping as much stuff that I don't need right now off. What do I need? I'm missing something. Axes. I need to build some axes. So let's build a couple axes, because we're gonna have to basically tear the house down and rebuild it. Oh no, that's not. Oh, I don't have cobblestone. We'll go to wood axes if we need. I don't think we'll need that many, but let's find out. So to make this simpler on myself, I think I'm gonna bring the doors out first, check things, and then move everything else. Because I think that's going to be easier. So 1, 2, would it be this one? I think that's right. Man, I didn't realize just how dark it got just from the shade of buildings. That's wild. I wonder if that has something to do with the shader at all. So we're gonna knock you off. You there. Let's see how much room we have inside. So, oh yeah, that looks so much better. And we're gonna have 1 row of stuff here, which gives us 3 all the way around. Yep, this is the call. This is what we're doing. I wonder, it might look, I think it's gonna look better if it's inset a little bit. And I'm gonna have to place this again, because I'm gonna have to get rid of this, but I think with it like that, it just gives it a little bit more character from the outside. So I don't like when it's placed like this, everything just looks so flat and uninteresting. I think I'm gonna like it. I think I'm gonna like this better this way. So I used that. I used maple for these, so I do have some maple. Then we're gonna go 1 there. Oh, you know what? Actually, that needs to come diagonal, so I think it's gonna go there. See? This is why we plan 1 section at a time. And, oh, you know what? This is going to change all the spacing for my windows, too. Oh, my God. So, like, this one little change is just going to drastically impact the design of my base. But that's okay. So, we know the plan now. I'm going to go ahead and break down all of these doors and set these out, and then we'll be right back. And we're going to take a look at it one more time. All right, so now that I got the doors in, I'm just extending these walls out so I can get a good sense of what it's going to look like from the outside with the new size. And then we're eventually going to need to figure out how we want to do the windows. But I don't exactly know that yet until I get all of this ready. So that's going to go there. So we need 1 more. This already is looking to be significantly larger than before, though, which is awesome. Lighting is going to have to be a little bit different, I think, but it'll be manageable, I think. Oh, I need more. I'm gonna have to start destroying walls. All right, let me go to bed so I don't get attacked. I'm just creating a maze so the zombies can't get to me anyway. So I would normally just keep working at night, but after those run-in with those necromancers, I'm a little terrified of the dark. Just a teeny tiny bit. So I'm just not gonna mess with it right now, and I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna go in the daylight and not worry about dying in the night. We've got a bed. We can go to sleep. I'm the only one on the server, so we're doing okay. We don't have to be stressed out at night and trying to stay alive. We can just go to sleep. It would be nice to have a sleeping bag so that when I'm traveling I can go, but I need more wool. I think I've got another 2 pieces right now. So I don't have enough. I don't have enough to actually do anything. I don't have enough to actually create a sleeping bag yet. And I gotta remember where those sheep were so I can go get more. So for now, we're not overly concerned. We've got a bed. We're fine. I am really interested to dive into all of the different mods that are in this mod pack, though. I know there's some really cool tech mods. There's some really cool magic mods and stuff like that. I keep seeing a bunch of stuff pop up for Evilcraft, so I may do that one next. I don't know how involved that's going to be, though, or what it gets you. Eventually, once we get set up, I'm going to start looking through the, what is it called? There's like a little quest tab. So open it up and show you real quick. That has got all sorts of stuff. So all the mods 10, and you get rewards for all of these things and stuff like that too. I don't want to start this yet because I'm going to go down a rabbit hole, but this is basically, from my understanding, the way that you're going to get introduced to these outside of just finding stuff. And typically the way these quest system works, I assume it's going to be the same in all the mods 10, but typically the way they work is you'll have quests to build stuff in mod pack. So it'll be like, hey, go build this furnace that's part of this, and then you'll get an achievement, and that'll unlock other blocks for you to go do and things like that, and just help you kind of progress through it. So I don't want to start all that yet because we got to get set up first. But I think that's what I'm going to dive into, unless there's like, if you guys have a specific mod pack that you think would be great to jump into first to kind of get started, I'm really looking for something that's gonna kind of help me out early game. So anything that's gonna get into ore doubling or, you know, mining efficiencies, speed, movement, stuff like that. Those are all going to be really helpful. So that's where I'd like to start. If you have any suggestions, if you play this mod pack, let me know in the comments. And we may jump into some of those maybe as early as next episode. We'll see how things go. So far, I mean, outside of the chisel, I think chisel is the only thing modded that I've used so far. Well, I take it back. I've got the relics as well. The relics are definitely something that are not in vanilla Minecraft, and they are way more powerful than I expected them to be, honestly. Like, Infinite Ham. Like, if I got nothing else from that mod pack, Infinite Ham is the way to go, because especially to get that as early as I did, like, making sure you have enough food, and not only that, but food that actually, like, overfills you is a godsend this early on. It just makes the playthrough so much easier. That is the wrong type of log. I gotta put maple down there. What am I doing? Ooh. I wish I didn't need the interior space as much, because it would be really cool to do a tier thing like this. Maybe the second floor? I may tier this up as we go taller. I may do like a third floor that doesn't have the staircase, but just has like a ladder to get to it. Maybe like a lookout type thing. So we can see the whole surrounding area. I may have to go a lot taller, though, because it'd be cool to be taller than this building. That is pretty tall, though. And their stairs go up a long way. Mine does not. Hmm. Hmm. We'll see. We'll see. Let's focus on just getting this set up first. Oh, see, and this is why I'm glad that I went and farmed a bunch of wood before I came over here, because you always end up needing more than you think you're gonna need. Where'd I put all that maple? Oak planks. Do I not have... Uh-oh. Did I burn through all of my maple already? Uh-oh. Alright, I may need some more maple. Well, I'm definitely gonna need some more maple if I continue up another floor. Ugh. Okay. Okay. We may have to go do some more tree farming. But with that FTB ultimate, it's so easy. I'm not even worried about it. I hear you, skeleton. Where are you? There's got to be like a cave or something like right over here. I keep hearing mobs over there all the time. Oh yeah, this is gonna give me so much more space in here. All right, let me clean up the rest of this now that I've got the full perimeter open. And then I'll put the doors back down so we at least have a safe space to get away from mobs and stuff like that. We don't have to worry about them attacking us while we're constructing the rest of this building. And then maybe I can do some work at night and not have to sleep constantly. All of that is going to have to get readjusted. Oh, I'm going to have to take all of that down and rebuild it. That's fine. That is a-okay. Minecraft is a process of doing things and then doing them over and over and over again all the time. At least for me, I tinker with stuff because I'll look at it and be like, oh, I think this is gonna work out, and then I build it. I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. So we're gonna change it to something else. Like, I'm basically building this house twice now because I got the size wrong in the beginning. But I think we're gonna end up with a better overall design and a better overall house when we do that. I really like the way this central little staircase turned out. I definitely need some lighting in here. It is so tight, though. You know, I could probably put, like, yeah. Where this goes up here, I can just tuck away, like, a lantern, like, right here on each of these corners, and I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I like it. So, you're definitely going to have to go up a couple blocks. Oh, I'm going to be out of access soon, aren't I? Oh, God, what is happening? My computer just bugged out there for a second. Oh, no. I am almost out of maple logs. I may have to go farming sooner than I thought. Wait, did I put the wrong ones down like an idiot. Oh, what am I doing? They just look so similar, I mix them up. Yeah, this is so... It's so slow punching trees by hand. Alright, so you're the right one, so it's just the end. Alright, that's not too bad then. I definitely do not have enough maple, though. Definitely do not have enough maple for this house. I could have swore I had more, but maybe it's because I switched and got more spruce. Oh, man, I ran out before I even got that. Well, shoot, how does that happen? Am I completely out? Where do my torches go? Oh, they're right there. Let's get some lighting in here so we can actually see. I can't hang them upside down. Oh, I guess I can put them there. Ooh, that's nice. All right, let's do that for now. Because then they're kind of hidden and they're not just like sticking out all over the place. I mean, you can still see them, but with as high up as it is, I'm probably not going to see them, and it's gonna make me much happier. They almost kind of look like ceiling lights too. You know what I mean? Like recessed lighting, but in a wooden cabin. Oh yeah, that's super nice. I like that a lot. Oh, you know what? I almost want to leave these beams as is because it gives you like a really cool interior detail, and then I can just extend them and connect them all the way across. I think that's what I might do. Oh, I gotta put my doors back on. It is nighttime, Brandon. What are you doing? Oh, I can't put it down because there's a path there. Hooray! We gotta do it before the Zambos come and invade my base. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Alright, sleep. Alright, so let's go see. Let me just double check and make sure that I don't have any more maple over here. I got a couple. No, those are oak planks. They just look similar in color. These birch, spruce. I'm going to need more of these. Let's grab some of those. I cannot believe. I must have. Like, I've got to have it. I've got to have more spruce somewhere. Or not spruce, but I got to have more maple somewhere. I just don't know where. Because I could have swore I had a ton more. So I'm going to go and get some cobblestone real quick so I can build some better axes. Because doing this with wood ones is going to suck. And then I'm going to have to go gather some maple. And so we can finish building this house. Oh, let me go get this spruce back. And then I will be back shortly. All right, I grabbed some cobblestone and I made some tools, but before we do that, I realized there's one other thing we can do real quick first. We've got to get rid of all this grass that's in here and put down regular floors. So before we go get more wood, I've already got enough spruce planks for this. Let's go ahead and just take care of this so that we don't have to worry about it. Oh, I'm an idiot. I think my wood may be in this chest inside. That may be where I misplaced it, because I don't think I looked in that one yet. I made new tools, except for a shovel. But it's cool, I got everything right here. I left over cobblestone in case I needed to make more. I thought ahead slightly, and I got a little bit more than the bare minimum I needed. course, you're right in my face. Oh yeah, much better having an actual floor in here. Much better. Oh no. And with that, our floor is complete. Alright, so does this actually give me enough space in here? I mean, for a little intro room and with us having the second story, I think it will. I think this is fine. Alright, let's see. Is this where I put my maple? Nope, I did check them. Okay, I really do gotta go get Maple. We'll be right back. Oh, we gotta go. Oh, it's almost nighttime. And this is where I died last time at nighttime. Oh, let's go. We really need to build some armor soon. So I've got almost 4 stacks of maple, I think, which should be enough for now. And it's starting to get dark, so I gotta get back to safety. Because as we learned last night, it is very, very dangerous at nighttime in this version of Minecraft. Or I just suck at the game. One of the two. Either way, I don't want to deal with it. So we're going to go back to the safety of our base. And we're going to go take a little nap. And then we're going to continue building. I am going to have to build... I should build another little dock over here at some point soon. So I can just leave the boat and not have to constantly keep popping out of the water. Oh, almost went into the spider place. Don't want to go in the spiders. No, we don't. No, we don't. I definitely got to build a path to this base, too. Alrighty. Back home and safe. One nice thing, in addition to the time that you save by using that FTB Evolved mod to knock down trees and stuff, is you end up getting all sorts of other stuff like nightshades and red currants and white, all the currants. Elderberry, saplings, a bunch of sticks, like all sorts of stuff just drop when you use that, which is really nice. Okay, so where was I? Where was I? We need to finish this over here. I'm gonna take this stack of dirt, and we're gonna use this scaffolding to get up. Can't make a ham wall. What are you doing? So there's that. Let's build this floor out up here too. I'm not gonna build this out all the way just yet. Because I wanna see how much space it is before we put a barrier there. So I am just gonna extend this to where those planks would go. I do want to kind of keep this in here as it is, because I like how it looks from the inside. But I might get rid of them. I don't know. Oh, I need to extend this. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, that was. I was like, what is that block for? But it's the one I had before. So I come up here. This is actually a really decent amount of space for everything. So we'll come up this. Oh, I gotta put another. Oh, did I use all of them? I used all of them. I think I have more that I put away though, didn't I? Didn't I? I think I did. Oh, those lights are not sufficient there. I think I need them here too. Yeah, I gotta put them in the corners. I didn't realize just how dark it was. I think there's a button that you can use. Is it F7? Yeah, F7 light overlays. Okay. So it tells me where mobs spawn and where they don't based on the light. It's interesting that there's nothing on the shade here, or in some, maybe the, oh, because I mean, I guess without the lines, that means nothing can spawn there. Maybe? But does that mean that they can spawn in? I think it means that they can spawn in here. Ooh, what do I do here? They can't put one on both spots, but that's fine. No, I got it. I got it. Like that, like that. I just didn't put them in enough corners. That was my problem. That was my problem. Now that I know, though, I got it all figured out. And look at that. No light issues in here. All right, we're going to turn this back off. Yeah, I love these beams because it makes it look like it's still supporting the floor. But I need to... I did this out of maple, I believe. So... we don't need the boat. Maple. So let's extend these out so they connect all the way. I need one there. I do like having the vertical ones when there's these connection points, so I'm gonna have to change some of these. Oh yeah, because it makes it look like they're like actually joined together. Yeah, I like that option a little bit better. Oh, I gotta put torches on these ones too. Every intersection we put torches on. And that means I gotta put another one here. That way it's the same all the way around. Can you imagine trying to cut down a tree with a shovel? Like, one of the worst tools you could possibly try and use for something like that. What did I just fall into? Oh, I got on the bed. And then one there. And then one there. And one there, and get rid of you. Right, did I get all of them? I got all of them. Yeah, I really like... How does it look from out, like when you first come in? Coming off a long day at work, coming in. Oh, that looks so cool. Yeah, I like the way this turned out inside. So I am just going to need to build these on the outside. So I think this block here is going to have to be all... That block there is going to have to be all ones too, right? It is, yeah. Yep, it certainly is. Am I a dumb? Am I a dum-dum? I am totally a dum-dum. I put spruce here too, instead of maple. I'm getting my palettes all mixed up. Now, I could probably interchange them and make it more of like a textured look, but I'm not trying to go to that level of detail right now. Okay, it was just that one side. So, one above is where they connect. So yeah, it's this top row. You know, had I actually looked at this, I probably would not need to be building out. I probably wouldn't have to have gone and got maple right now. Well, I take that back. I probably still would have. I do still like the idea of these popping out like they were before. Let me put all these back. Just gives it something different so it's not completely flat, you know? Do I double this layer up? Hold on. Yeah, I think... No, because I can't, like, the second floor can't be wider than the bottom floor. So, how can I do this that's gonna make sense? I guess I could make this. Let's put that there. Because we know these corners are gonna have to... Actually, let me just place a couple of these. Because these are gonna have to go all the way up to support the second floor. And that's going to give us our boundary anyway. And maybe that'll give us a little bit of inspiration on how we can finish out this side here. Because I'm not really sure how that's going to work. I mean, I always could double up this bar, and maybe that's what I'll do. I guess it, like, from like a structural integrity standpoint, it would make sense to be more reinforced for a second floor, but maybe we don't go all the way across and we just leave these ones for the first level, and then the reinforced level is just interior. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how this looks. We're gonna have to get... You know, I think I can look at it from here. Yeah. I don't like it. I think we're gonna have to... Let's try doubling it up and see if that works. Alright, let's see how this looks. I don't love it. I don't love it. I do not love it. Yeah, we're gonna remove it. So sometimes you just gotta try things, realize that they look really, really bad, and then start over and try again. Wait, oh, okay. Oh, that log scene, I was like, the tomb disappears? What tomb are you talking about? But it's probably my death tombs that I got in the last episode. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of all this work that we just did. Because we don't need it. And then we're gonna replace this with maybe maple planks and see how that looks. Was it maple planks or oak planks that I used for the walls? I know these are spruce. I don't remember what I used for the... I guess I can do it right here. Maple. Okay. I have plenty of maple. So we're gonna be all set there. Oh, you know what I could do? Yeah. All right, let's start giving this a little bit of shape. Well, I'm gonna try maple stairs to fill in that gap, so it does bring it in a little bit on the top, and it's not as wide anymore. Oh yeah, I like this idea. All right, idea number 2. I think stairs are going to work out well, and this will help me. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to bring... Oh, fall into my death. What it's going to do is it's going to bring everything in by 1 block. And then I can take, and let me get rid of you, give me you. And then here... Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Actually, what's below here? Alright, we're gonna put you back. And then instead of going out that way, we're just gonna bring this whole thing in. But I want to have them be like joined somehow. We'll see, and then we'll go up from here. So 2, 3. I'm gonna break these back down. So I'm just getting a little preview. I want to see how this is gonna look. Okay, I went too far. I went too far. Okay, come back. So then if I go 1, 2. All right, let's see how this looks. I think that's gonna look a little better. Oh, you know what? I missed a piece. I have to put logs all the way across the bottom to give it the little support bracket. And then I think I think this is going to be our design. This still gives me plenty of room up here. Because this floor is really just going to be like a glorified big bedroom, right? I don't plan on putting a whole lot of stuff here. All the functional stuff is going to go down below. So this is just kind of, I want to be able to sit in my house and stare at my surroundings. As long as it looks good, I don't need a ton of space up there. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to like this. Let's fill it in with some... We're just going to do the whole wall and see how this looks. So, let's see. I'm going to need to go another block higher because I don't want this to be too small, and actually 2 more. Because... Is that too high? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, because I want... And then a crossbar up there. Oh no. Oh no, I went too low. And 1 more there. And we're gonna go there, there, and there, because we want to match the design of these little crossing bars like we did on the other one. So I do like just building out like 1 wall at a time, because it's going to be the same all the way around with this design. And by building just one and then looking at it, it saves me the time of building the entire house and then starting over, you know? We're all about time savings. Now, the question is do I leave this completely open with glass all the way across, or do I close this in? Since this is a bedroom and I want to be able to see, I'm thinking we do glass all the way across here. We do have to close it in a little bit to keep the same kind of design aesthetic, though. So if I just did... Yeah, that's going to be too much. You know what? Maybe I got to go... I think if I want to do this design look like this, which I do, I'm going to have to bring this whole floor up 1 level. I'm going to have to bring this whole floor up a level. Which means I got to redo these trapdoors again and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that off camera real quick, and then we'll be right back. All right, so I removed most of the floor. I'm going to wait to put this back because I want to get this whole wall finished and see how everything looks. So the idea that I'm doing is I want to have this plank border here to look at instead of the logs. And then I want to do 2 panes, like 2 blocks of glass for a window, because that gives me a great view of everything. I'm going to have to raise this, though, in order for that to work. So we're going to do that real quick. I'm not going to go through the process of putting the glass in until I'm 100% sure that we're ready. 1, it's not going to make that big of a difference to the overall look of it. And two, it'll save me from wasting a bunch of glass. So put you on there, you on there. These ones on the bottom gotta go. And then gotta make sure I put these over here before I fall to my death. Nobody wants that. Oh, see. I came in on that side. But I have to also go in on that. See? See? I'm glad I didn't do everything because this is off by a block. Because when we're shrinking inside, it's got to shrink from all 4 sides. So this right here is actually going to have to be one of those block pillars. So you are the one there. And then it's going to come out that way and that way. And nighttime comes super fast in Minecraft. You know, I was thinking about this. This is my now 2nd episode that I've been trying to get this very, very basic starter base done. And, you know, it's one of those things where you start building and you think well, you know, if you don't fall to your death, you think everything's going to be super quick, and then it always takes like 10 times longer than you think it is. And part of me thought, you know, maybe I should just time lapse this. Maybe I should talk through and actually build it on camera for you guys. And I don't really know exactly which one I prefer. I'd like to get through some of this stuff a little bit quicker so I can start jumping into the mods. But do you guys like the process that we have of actually going through and building this out and talking through it? Would you rather me just be done with it and moving on to other things? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. We'll definitely use that to kind of adjust how we're doing things here in the future. So that means that if that side came in by 1, then this side also has to come in by 1. So who's attacking me in my base? Yo, oh my god, a baby zombie got in my base. Ugh. We have got to get this bait. So, that baby zombie did some damage. Like, way more than I was expecting a baby zombie to do. Which I think in and of itself is a mod. Now, let me tell you, those little bastards are some of the fastest mobs I've ever seen when I was playing this in, Oh, hello, B. When I was playing this in previous mod packs, like, they will hunt you down and chase you down. And they're kind of terrifying, because they're harder to hit, too. So, we definitely are going to want to secure this base very, very soon. Alright, so I think we're just gonna get... Oh, I fell again. I'm surprised I haven't died from falling yet, because I fall off stuff all the time in this game. Am I gonna have to go even higher with this? Oh, I am. I placed that one too low. Interesting. I didn't mean to do that. I thought I had him even. So I think we're just gonna end up finishing this out this episode and getting... We're gonna spend a few more minutes trying to get this wall right, the way that we want it. And then once we get this initial design down, I think we're gonna maybe save the rest for the next episode. Fix you, fix you. So now that should... Oh my god, I fell again. Oh, I can't wait to get this done so I can stop falling through my roof. Alright. So we'll go 2 there. Really 3, because we want the window to be 2 panes tall. So that's going to give us a gorgeous view. We're locked up how we want there. Those pieces of flooring are probably not going to be there. Neither is that. And I'm falling again. I think this is enough for us to decide if we like this design or not. Yeah, I think this is going to work out nicely. Am I really this dumb? I am so dumb. Oh my god, I keep messing up these dimensions. What is wrong with me? Okay, I think we're gonna have to just be okay with this being messed up for the rest of this episode. I am slowly but surely getting to the design that I want. I think in the next episode, I may just do a time lapse of me building this whole building, and then hopefully we'll move on to some other things. I might just time lapse the rest of the building of this building just so that we can make some progress into the game. Next episode, I would really like to start getting into some mods. But I think before we jump into mods, we're gonna have to build a little farm over here, and I would like to also, at some point, build a path over to where that boat is, because we're going to use that as like our main hub to explore. But I also really want to go check out everything else that's around us as well. But we got to get this base built first so that we have a base of operations that's functional. Let me know in the comments what you think about time lapses versus actually, walking through building this and walking through my thought process. I'm kind of up for either or. I do really want to get you guys to start seeing some of the mods in this, because if you haven't played modded Minecraft before, there is so many cool things we can really get into, and I'm really excited to get into that. So Let me know what you guys think. Once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!